Minasan, Ocarina Nasai. Today, I'm going to attempt to do a yearly recap of everything that happened in Love Live as a franchise, and everything the seiyus were up to as well. I'm going to keep the intro short because this will be long. A year is a long time, so I may have missed some stuff, so please feel free to let me know down below. Things you can expect to see are live concerts, special appearances at events, song releases, new members to existing groups, and unfortunately a retirement from a group. Since there's a lot to go over, there will be timestamps. Use them as needed. Let's start off with the franchise as a whole. Although this was technically 2021, I'm going to start in December with Love Live Series Presents Countdown 2021 to 2022 Live with a Smile, a live event featuring all current live groups in the franchise, Aqours, Nijigasaki, and Liella. The first time all of them performed together at the PIA Arena in Yokohama on December 31st, 2021. During Niji's portion, specifically Tokimeki Runners, Love the Life We Live, and Miracle Stay Tuned, Tomori Kusunoki did not perform with the group due to poor health condition. If I'm not mistaken, this was also the first time we saw Shu and Homan perform with Nijigasaki, aside from like maybe a TV guest appearance somewhere. This was also the debut of the song Live with a Smile, a song sang by every group together. Something I have wanted for years. Love Live had a musical performance from December 10th through the 15th, and next year on January 25th through the 29th. The show is titled A School Idol Musical. And finally, a new game was announced, Love Live School Idol Festival 2 Miracle Live. The game will have a new original story featuring all 4 groups. I am praying for a console release, although I know that is not going to happen. Now let's see what Aqours was up to. They had their Aqours Extra Love Live Dreamy Concert 2021 on December 29th and 30th. So that means these monsters literally performed 3 days in a row. Shoutouts to them. This was the debut of the live version of Smile Smile Ship Start. Also the first time all 9 of them were together since Aqours Online Lost World in October of 2020. They had their 6th live, the Kuru Kuru Rock and Roll Tour. The first one being in February, titled Ocean Stage. Next was the Sunny Stage in March. During this live, they announced a 3rd showing, which was called the Windy Stage in June. Honestly, this should have been the Sunny Stage since it's in June, but alright. This was also the first time that they performed Kuru Kuru Cruller live. They've even got some lives lined up for next year as well. Aqours Extra Love Live 2023, It's a Mugendai World. February 11th and 12th will be the Valentine's Day concert, while March 11th and 12th will be the White Day concert. They also had an Aqours Numazu Festival from May 13th to June 12th, a fan meet in August. Day 1 had Shuka, Aida, Arisa, and Sua. Day 2 had Kanako, Furi, and Kian performing, but also Aina was there. She didn't perform any of the songs though because of her whole throat situation she's got going on this year. And they had some baseball collaboration thing which gave us some very memorable Aida moments. Though not all of Aqours, some of them were at 2 different festivals. Arisa, Furi, Kian, Shuka were at the Bandai Namco Fest. Those 4 again, but minus Komiya, were at the Bushi Road 15th anniversary event. And in my opinion, honestly, they stole the entire show. Azalea's 1st and 2nd lives, Shout On's 2nd, and the Sunny Stage of their 6th live tour had Blu-rays come out. And Aqours World Love Live Memorial Box was released as well. Aqours released a lot of music this year, so let's start off with the group as a whole. Oh, and I'm only going to mention the title song. Most of them have a coupling track as well. First, a collab song with Hatsune Miku, Bonsai Digital Trippers. We also had Nande Date Yakusoku and Yume to Mirai de Mugendai. All of the girls having solo versions of these as well. The last few songs being Gemstone DEAI, which is a punk rock sounding song. It's really cool and a different style for them. And finally, Ruby, Yo, and Yohane had a mini album called YYYYYY. The lead track having the same name, and it's probably my favorite song release of this whole year. Not just within Love Live, but just in general. So now let's move on to the characters. Yo, Kanan, Daya, Hanamaru, Omari, and Yohane had their 2nd albums release. Everyone else had their 3rd albums, with Daya's soon coming on her birthday, January 1st. Actually, if you didn't already know, all of their albums releases are on their birthdays. But all of these albums also had a new solo song from each of them. And the Smile Smile Ship Start and Kokoro Magic A to Z music videos were uploaded on the YouTube channel, so now you can watch them whenever. You know, it's only been 5 years since Kokoro Magic came out, and I saved the best announcement for last. The Aqours ladies will have a new anime next year called Sunshine in the Mirror. Not much has been revealed other than the fact that it's a fantasy-themed show, with Ruby being a cute fairy and Mari being some evil witch. I'm sure the real plot is just Yohane stuck in her own head. The animation does look amazing though. Let's move on to the Nijigasaki School Idol Club. Nijigaku had their subunit fan meet lives starting in September 2021 and going until January of 2022. including their new subunit Rebirth, which had their full live debut. The second season of their anime came out, and we got an announcement for a new OVA, coming out next summer. No movie announcement yet though. With my luck, there will be news of it as soon as I post this video. Oh, and a bunch of music scenes from the anime were posted to the Love Live channel, in case you want to watch those. Nijigasaki 4th Live, Love the Life We Live, was held on February 26th and 27th. The 27th also being the birthday of one of its performers, Moika Koizumi. Also, like the New Year's special live, Tomoe did not participate in the group songs due to her joint pain. Pretty sure the Blu-ray for this is also already out. Nijigasaki's 5th live was 2 weekends in September, the first one being Colorful Dreams, Colorful Smiles, and the second one being Next Tokimeki. Tomoe was there on stage for all the songs, she just wasn't jumping around or dancing like the other girls. And even during the first weekend, on the second day, Akari had to have choreography altered due to her arm pain. Rebirth and Azalea were at the Bandai Namco Fest for day 1, while Diver Diva and Quartz were there on day 2. Then Moipi, Kaori, and Aguri all represented Niji at the Bushiroad 15th anniversary event. And Diver Diva by themselves were at the XR Artists Superfest. All of the subunits have lives announced for next year. Rebirth Revolution on January 14th and 15th. Azuna Lagoon will be on February 4th and 5th. Diver Diva Gal Trip on February 25th and 26th, and Quartz Fluffy Magic will be on March 18th and 19th. Niji had their baseball event in June. Kaori was so determined with her throw. Music would include, well, the anime gave us a bunch of stuff, mostly subunits. I wasn't going to go over it, but I'll just make it quick. Quartz had Enjoy It, Diver Diva gave us Eternal Light, Asuna had Infinity Are Wings, and Rebirth didn't have new songs in the anime, just solos. Emotion for Shiroriko, Utopia for Lanzu, and Stars We Chase for Mia. There is Colorful Dreams, Colorful Smiles, the opening for the second season, and there was the ending theme, Yumiga something or other, it doesn't matter, we're here for its coupling track, Ryoran Victory Road. Honestly, one of my favorite songs of the whole year. If it wasn't for Aqua's YYY, this song would have been my number 1. Songs were not in the anime would include Future Parade, its coupling track is actually really fun. But there's also Ayan no Ishun, and next year on February 1st they will be releasing What You Gonna Do? Nothing at all, I don't want no trouble, ladies. The subunits got 2 more songs aside from their new anime ones. Rebirth's second single, Room Room, then Look At Me Now. Diver Diva's third single, Shadow Effect, and then Fashionista. Azuna's third single, Blue, and then Romance no Nakade. Quartz had their third single, Pastel, and then Fua Fua Hour. And if all that wasn't enough, we got 12-member versions of Tokimeki Runners, Love You My Friends, and Just Believe. Alright, the final part. I ended Aqua's section with some hype, but sadly I have to end Niji's portion with some bad news. News we all saw coming, but honestly can't believe it really happened. Tomori Kusunoki announced she will retire from Love Live in March of 2023. No new seiyuu has been announced yet, I'm sure it won't be until like late February. Also, I'm not sure if Tomori will even be at the Azuna Live next year. If so, that's going to be a really emotional goodbye. Alright, now that we're finished crying, let's move on to Liella. I guess the first thing to mention is that they got 4 new members of the group. Aya Amori, Wakana Okuma, Nozumi Suzuhara, and Akane Yabushima. Their second season aired and finished fairly recently, and then we got a third season announcement. Also, there was a Blu-ray of their first live tour. Speaking of, they started their first live tour, Starlines, in October of 2021, with 11 shows between then and January of this year. That's a lot. They were doing like 3 to 4 a month. If that wasn't already a lot, they did their second live tour, titled What a Wonderful Dream. This was 2 days in March, 2 days in April, and 2 days in June. At least these were much more spread apart. Their rival group, Sunny Passion, also made appearances during the first 2 showings and the January performance of Liella's first tour. Their third live tour is actually going on right now, featuring Margaret's seiyuu Yuina, starting on December 3rd, having 14 shows up until March 5th of next year. That will add up to 7 events, 2 days for each of them, most of them happening in January of next year. Absolute machines. Aside from their own live shows, they were guests at a couple events this year, like Japan Summer Sonic Festival, Bandai Namco Fest, Songs of Tokyo Fest. The original 5 members were guests at the XR Artists Superfest, and they also all appeared on Fuji TV. On top of all of this, they had their fan meet tour in summer. 6 days total, 3 venues of 2-day shows, starting on June 11th each weekend until June 28th. So just a rough count here, since October of last year, they had about 25 performances, maybe more that I missed. I mean, I can sit here and praise them all day for being machines, but with the rate of seiyuu going on hiatus and Tomori's full retirement from the franchise, I hope they take it easy in 2023. The last group thing is that they were also part of the baseball collaboration thing. Pei-chan pitching a baseball was an experience. Next year, Liella will be at Mega Vegas 2023 on March 11th and 12th, hosted by the rock band Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This is actually the first showing of the festival in like 6 years. Alright, on to their music, their first album, What a Wonderful Dream, also having a live action music video for it. Of course, since there was an anime, that means a bunch of new songs. Welcome to Bokoru no Sakai, Dreamer Coaster, Butterfly Wing, Go Restart, Chance Way, Parade wa Itsumo, Sing Shine Smile, Kakeru Merry-Go-Round, Mirai no Oto ga Kikoeru, Vitamin Summer, which had the best outfits of the whole year by the way, and Time to Go. And naturally the opening theme, We Will, and the ending theme, Oyakakeru Yume no Saki Day. That's like 17 new songs. Liella fans be eating good this year. That was only the anime by the way. They also had the song 222. There might have even been more that I missed, but I think I got them all. Over on the official YouTube channel, the girls also gave us 3 or 4 dance practice videos too. The final thing for them is more good news. Liella is holding auditions for more new members. Oh boy, more small cuties to fawn over. Though not Liella, it is their rivals, so I'll cover it here. Sunny Passion released their first song, Hot Passion. So that's all of that. If you were keeping track, the last weekend of June was huge for Love Live. Aqours Windy Stage, Liella's fan meet, and Niji Season 2 final episode all within 2 days. I would usually provide links for stuff I've talked about, but honestly that would be way too many, and literally everything I talked about can be found here on YouTube with a simple search. Most of it from the official source itself on the Love Live channel. So that was a whole lot of stuff. Hopefully I kept it nice and simple and I didn't miss anything too important. I'd really love some feedback. Definitely mention things that I missed so I can highlight it for others to see, and yeah, let me know if this was a good idea. If this does well, I will be doing it again next year, and I might go into more detail and mention even more things about the groups and girls. I also think it'll probably be a better idea to do this twice a year, half-year recap, one in June and one in December. The last thing to say is something I won't ask often, but if this is your first video of mine, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. I have really big ambitions for the future of this channel, but I can't really get anything going until that sub count goes up. And with that, we've reached the ending. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something new. Please join me in the next one. I look forward to seeing you there.